Hey farmers, this is Miss Watkins and
Miss Hume.
And we're here to talk to you about some English tips as you prepare to take the English EOC.
Awesome. So just remember that there are two parts to the English EOC, both English 1 and English 2. There's a reading and a writing part because those are the two most important things that we teach you in English class. In the reading section, there's 28 multiple choice questions. 28. They're worth 1 point each, so that comes out to 30% of your total score. Then, in the reading section, to judge if you understood the reading, there are 2 short answer questions, and they are each worth 9 points. That's worth 20% of your overall score. So those are really important, those 2 short answer questions. Then there's also a writing section. In the writing section, you have multiple choice questions. There's 22 of them. Those are the ones that are about editing and revising. So about how to make the sentence more clear, and then about where does this comma go? Is this word spelled correctly? Revising and editing. There's 22 of those. They're worth 1 point each, and it comes out to 24% of your total score. And then you also have your essay, which we know is one of the most important parts of the test. This one essay, 26 lines long, is worth 24 points, and it's worth 26% of your overall score. Big time. Very important that you try your hardest on the essay, that you fill in all 26 lines, and that you organize your ideas like we've taught you.
What if I forget to do the essay? Can I still pass this test and I didn't do my short answer question? Am I going to pass?
No. You definitely need to do the writing.
Even if I get 100% on the multiple choice, can I still pass?
No. You still need to do your writing.
Pace yourselves.
Your essay.
Yeah, do not forget to do the written portions of this test or your grade's not going to be high enough.
Okay.
All right, in the last hour of the test, you need to check for some key things. You want to make sure you answered every question. You want to make sure that your SAQ answer is in the lined box, that you didn't put anything outside of that dark black line. And then you're going to check your essay and make sure you've checked it for any mistakes and that it also fits in that lined box.
Awesome. And then just remember the tools that we've gone over. You guys know this stuff. So remember to use your tools, especially your pre-writing tools. So remember, before you write your short answer questions, English 1 and English 2, use the 4-square model to answer your short answer questions. You have your I say, your answer box. You have your text says, where your text evidence goes. You have your so what, or your explanation, your commentary, whatever you're calling the box where you're explaining yourself further. And then you have your context box. What's the context of the text evidence?
Okay, that works the same. For English 2, those short answer questions are the same. If you're taking the expository essay on the English 1 test, you're going to use that same 4-square. You're just going to put different things in the boxes so that define it, remember it, connect it, so what. If you're doing English 2, you got a flow map for that persuasive essay, and your teachers have talked to you about that.
And we love you. We want you to do well. We wish you the best of luck. Just try your absolute hardest.
Don't quit.
Howdy farmers! Can you believe it? It's almost EOC season. It's really hard to say. The biology EOC is December 8th, and I just want to go over a few things for all you biology students that are about to take this test, a few of the strategies as well as our goal for you guys. The acronym we use for test-taking strategies for biology, it's really easy to remember because it's LIFE. Biology is the study of life, so it's pretty simple. So you always start with L, which is look at any pictures or diagrams. This includes charts, graphs, any sort of picture that you see. If it is a graph, I would definitely recommend taking your highlighter and highlighting the title, the axis, what are they measuring, what are they actually telling you, and if there's even a legend or a key on the side, it's always good to know what you're looking at. If there's not a picture or diagram in it, then you just skip on to the next one, which is I, or identify the question. This is pretty much an essential thing to do to get this question right, is to know what they're asking you, right? So usually it is the last sentence in the question. Always good to just read through it and find it, highlight it, and really know what they're asking you. Once you know what they're asking you, now it's time to find those key words. So your highlighter, or you can circle or underline any words that kind of come to you from class. You've heard your biology teacher talk about them. Just go ahead and circle them, and if you remember anything about that word, go ahead and make some notes on the side. For example, if you see osmosis right off to the side, go ahead and write water, because you know that it's the diffusion of water. Last but not least, you really want to eliminate those wrong answers, at least 2 of them. That's our goal, to get kind of a 50-50 chance of getting that question correct. So goal is to knock out at least 2 of them before you select your final answer. So that is life. Our goal for you is to at least shoot for 30 questions that you know for sure, confident that you got that question right. So do not turn your test in until you have gone through each question and at least counted 30 that you feel really, really confident in. Take your time. You have 4 hours to take this test, so please take your time and you'll do fabulous. We believe in you guys, and good luck.
Oh, guys, we're filming.
Oh,
Sorry.
hey, I'm Mr. Hawk.
And I'm Miss Blanton, and we are some of the coolest teachers around, but
You are not going to get to meet us unless you pass the Algebra 1 EOC. So, here's some facts about that for you. For one, when you walk into that room, you're going to have a bunch of supplies to choose from, and I highly recommend that you grab every single one of them that you need to use to pass this test. Things like graph paper, colored overlays, highlighters, note cards. Whatever you use in the classroom on a daily basis, you better grab and use on this test. Here's a secret. You can get an unlimited amount of them. If you run out, guess what? You can raise your hand, ask for another one. I'll let you in on another little secret. Your proctors are probably kind of bored. So, you pop that hand up, you'd be like, hey, I need some more graph paper because I'm a graph paper machine. That teacher's going to come right over, give you some more, and you're going to be on your way to victory. Remember, you need to be an advocate for yourself. This is your test. It is your graduation at risk, so do whatever you need to do to pass this test.
so you got all your stuff. You're sitting there, you've got 3 different highlighters, you've got your note card, you've got your overlay, you're ready to take it. Test starts. What are you going to do? Well, let's say question number 1 is the hardest thing you've ever seen and you have no idea what to do. Well, don't waste all your brain power in the first 5 minutes, that's for sure. You've been learning some strategies from your teachers, such as, oh, this is hard, I'm gonna skip it and come back to it later. Once you've gone through the whole test, you're finished, right? No, because you skipped the hard ones. Now you gotta go back. You're gonna start from the beginning. The ones that were too hard, maybe you've learned something by taking the test, maybe not. But one thing you for sure have, I hope, is common sense. What you need to do, go through that test, find the answer choices that don't make sense. You know those. You've been taking algebra for a few months now. So go through there, mark off those answer choices that don't make sense so you can increase the possibility of passing this test. Secondly, I know you've seen this before. You guys use this more than I use this. I've been going to your Algebra EOC tutorials. You guys have been teaching me things. You know how to make a table. You know how to put a function in there. You know a lot of stuff about this calculator. So, use it. If you're not sure what to do, is there something you can do in your calculator? Something to consider. Also, yeah, we talked about some of the questions are easier or harder, but guess what? They're all worth the same amount of points. So, don't feel some kind of pride in doing the hardest problem on the test. If it's so hard, well, cool, give it special attention at the end. Okay? Remember, they're all worth the same amount of points. Also, sometimes these calculators bug out. Don't think, oh, it's just bad luck. My calculator's not going to work and now I don't have one. No. Tell your teacher, we have extras, we can get you another calculator if yours is bugging.
Always be an advocate for yourself. If that's in regards to the materials that I was talking about at the beginning or the calculator like Ms. Blanton was just talking about, always be an advocate for yourself. Remember, this is your test. Do whatever you need to do to pass it. So, Ms. Blanton talked about doing the easy ones first, taking care of those, using your calculator. All right, we're at the end of the test now. You're going to go turn that thing in. Psych, you are not going to go turn that thing in yet.
Why?
Because you got to go back and check to make sure that you didn't skip any and never even return to them to answer them.
Wait, how many do I need to get right to pass?
You've got to get 28 questions correct to pass this test. But also a question worth asking is, how many do I need to get commended?
Hey, I could get commended. How many do I need?
You need 45 to get commended. Now that might seem like a big increase, but if you were taking care of all your business, using your calculator, skipping the hard ones and taking care of all those easy ones at the beginning, no problem. You can do this.
Okay.
So, here's the deal. I hope to see you next year.
And I hope to see you too.
And I think we're going to, because I think you're going to get this done. No problem.
Of course. So best of luck to you, and remember, eat breakfast. Don't fall asleep because you didn't eat breakfast. And we hope to see you next year. Good luck.
Hey, farmers!
Hi, farmers. So excited to talk to you.
We have worked all semester, and it is about time to show what we know.
Kick it into gear.
Kick it into gear. So we have STAR exams coming up, end of course exams. Excited about that. You know why I get excited? I think it excites me as a principal for you to work really hard, because I see you on those days, and you come out of those rooms just like, oh my gosh. I love that.
I love that we get a chance to show the state what kilo.
I
You know,
mean-
people don't really know us, but we kind of put ourselves on the map when it comes to stars.
They don't really know how great y'all are and how smart you are. You know, we're visiting a school in Amarillo in January 5th. Some of us are going. And they have a lot of neat things going on that we want to bring back to you. College visits, planning for the future, some great things. Did we not kick their butt in scores? I mean, I looked at those scores and thought, we're going to go there for these things.
But they need to come here
They don't compare to how
Yeah.
smart our kids are.
and see our kids.
And continuously, y'all break all odds of just schools that are like us. You're continually in the top.
Yes.
And that's because you work hard and you're committed. So let's talk about what's going to happen.
Yes.
So we have some exams coming.
Yay.
So Monday is going to be English 1. So you get here, woo, English 1, 9th graders, yoo!
Yes.
Then biology, 9th graders again, Tuesday. So English 1 will be the kids that are taking it right now
Yes.
and any kid that hasn't passed it so far. English 2 for 10th graders will be Wednesday. And then we'll take that little algebra Thursday.
Right.
Oh, we have a makeup,
We
maybe.
actually have.
Thank goodness. I could tell you, don't ever
Don't depend on it.
depend on that makeup day. Because we lost it 2 years ago.
Yes.
Snow day.
Snow day.
You never know. So you know, you can only make up one test.
Yes.
So before the test, let's talk about things I want you to think about. It is imperative that you try to get a good night's sleep, that you eat a really good breakfast, that you have no drama at home, don't break up with the boyfriend, don't get in a fight with the parents. You can politely say, Mom, can we please have this fight at 4 o'clock today after I take the biology test or whatever it
Because
is.
I need to pass it.
And if anyone breaks up with anyone the morning before this test, I will cry.
I need to.
Just be in love through the testing week, please,
Please.
so that people are focused on their test.
Get to school on time.
Get to school on time because you're flustered.
Yes.
And check out several books
Yes.
and things to do because you can always sleep or read after. You know, life is full of tests. I had to take a test to be a teacher. I had to take a test to be a principal. I had to take a test to work at Tom Thumb. I had to take a test to get my
Take a test driver's license.
driver's license.
Yes.
You're going to test the rest of your life. For whatever you do, accountant, lawyer, it doesn't matter. You're going to test. And these are just good strategies for life. I'm going to tell you several. One, always dress in layers.
Yes.
That means wear a shirt with a sweater with a jacket. Because your room may be Antarctica.
Yes.
Or your room may be the desert.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to want to take off layers or put them on. Dress really comfortable. That's the day to wear. I have some linen pants from Old Navy. You have them too. We have the same pants. They're my favorite pants. That's what I would wear. Comfortable. Be comfortable.
Yes.
Other things that are just good testing skills, we give y'all. I think we're the only school that buys you earplugs. So we buy them. I love this little carrying case, actually. And no, there's a methodology to earplugs.
Yes,
You have to
please do.
squeeze them.
Don't have them sticking out of your ear. They don't stick out. You have to squeeze them.
You don't just put them in like this. You squeeze them, you put them in your ear, and then they're like little marshmallows. They go in your ear canal. Just like that. They might even make the sound. And they seal off any sound, like the squeaking door, the sniffle, the person with the sniffles, the person, you know,
Doing
next to
paper
you.
like this.
Oh my gosh, yes. Guys, what's neat about the earplugs? They come in this nice little case. You keep them. Don't throw them away. Like
We need
earplugs come in handy.
Tomorrow.
when your little sister's screaming at home and you're trying to sleep, or you're on a plane, I always put mine right in my purse and carry them with me.
Yes.
Sometimes I've been to the doctor's office and there's a screaming baby. Oh,
I take mine to the gym with me.
you do?
Mhm.
So, these are yours to keep, okay? We'll give you another pair when you test again. Don't worry about it. And then one other thing we do for you that actually Mr. Plunkett and I brought when we took our superintendent's test for these little magical pencils. They're the magical pencils of love to you, from us to you. The magical part is this little smiley face in the eraser. That when you think you're going to die because you just don't know this answer and you're like, oh my gosh.
3 in a row I didn't know.
You're going to look at that smiley face and you're going to remember, we love you.
Too good.
Do good. That's what it says to you. Now, every once in a while we get kind of an angry face. And if it's ever an angry face, it says, do good. We love you.
Playing.
It's a little bit more
Wake
aggressive. A little bit more aggressive.
Yes.
You need to fight for every question. Don't give up. Don't throw in the towel. Because you want to break this. Remember that you want to get this test done.
Yeah.
And remember your breaks are your time
Yes.
on start.
Mhm.
And then just another good testing strategy, watch your time.
Yeah, watch your time. The teacher's going to tell you, but you have to watch it too.
It breaks my heart when kids don't have time to bubble.
Yes.
It actually breaks my heart. So make sure that you watch your time.
Yes. On your test day, guess what? The teacher cannot say, there's a script she has. It is on the paper. It's illegally. She has to read that. You're going to come and ask her a question. She's going to get the script out and she's going to say this. And you're going to be like, that doesn't answer my question. But that's all she can say, okay? So know that, all right? You're going to have all kind of accommodations that'll be available. But listen, your teacher can't do this. She can't say, okay, who all wants overlays? Who wants the Post-its? She can't do that. She has to have it all laying on the table, laying out for you, and then you just come and get it, okay? So you'll have all these things. You'll have these overlays, which are great for putting on your paper and saying, that's not my color. Maybe this is my color right here. Or I don't know, maybe blue is your color. You'll have these Post-its. I know they use a lot of these Post-its to cover your answers, especially when you're talking about algebra, so you can work the problem out. Or you can work the problem right here so you can see it, okay? You have these little index cards or straight edge, as you will, so you can put them on your paper so you don't get overwhelmed by seeing too much, okay? And you just move it down the line, okay? These are things that you're going to have for your test, all right? You'll have highlighters, you'll have all kind of stuff.
But you have to get them.
You
Remember
have
that.
to go get them, okay? The teacher will just have them laying out there. You have to pick them up.
Your
Okay.
English teachers have gone over overlays, and you kind of know what color
Oh, you
works
know
for
your
you.
colors. Right. And listen, the posters are usually up a week ahead. They're up. By the time this video is out, the posters will be up. Check the posters before the morning of your test. Take a picture with your iPad. Take a picture with your phone. Take 2 pictures. Send it to your friend in case you lose your phone. It doesn't matter. Just make sure you've checked the poster and you know where you're going. Okay? They'll be there. And here's the other thing. Let's say you think, hey, I'm in biology, but I don't see my name up there. You need to go see Miss Wadey and figure out why your name isn't up there. I don't know. Maybe it was a computer glitch. Something happened. We didn't put your name up there, but you need it up there. Or maybe you say, you're a 10th grade and you're like, I passed algebra in the 8th grade. I don't know why my name's on the algebra poster. Go see Miss Wadey. Maybe there's 2 of you with that name, but we need the one we got the wrong initial up there. So that could be it. Whatever the case may be. If you have no idea, I don't even know if I took algebra. Did I take algebra in the 8th grade? I'm not sure. I don't remember. Go see Miss Wadey. Okay? So no matter what, go see Miss Wadey. Okay?
But if you wait till the day of,
Yeah, Miss Wadey is upstairs giving out testing bans. She's busy.
you're flustered, we're flustered.
Yes.
All of a sudden you say, oh my gosh, I'm in algebra, but I'm not on that poster. Well, good golly, Miss Molly. If you had told us a week ago, we could have, something's wrong
Yes.
if your name is not on that poster. Or, let's play it the other way. I don't have algebra, but I'm just going to go check all these posters because they're in alphabetical order.
Yes.
You're talking 2 minutes. And I go, oh my gosh, Pam Flores, I'm on the algebra, but I'm not in algebra.
Wait, what?
We don't want you to get a 0. You need to come tell us.
Yes.
Okay,
So get it fixed. Okay? And guess what? Y'all just need to know now. We know this. My 9th graders, you don't. 10th graders, you do. There's no block lunch during testing. Because we test. English, 5 hours. The other test, 4 hours. There can't be a block lunch. Okay? So we won't have block lunch that week. All right? On the day of the test, this is what's going to happen. In the morning, you're going to get here. You're going to be all comfortable. Nobody's going to yell at you. Everybody here is going to be, it's all happy land on testing day. Okay? So you're gonna go 8:15, 8:45. That's what they're doing. Attendance. They'll give a cell phone. They're doing all that. Give up your cell phone. Okay, do the right. Everything. Do right. When the teacher says, you need to put your backpack over here, please do it. When she says your lunch has to go here, do that. When your cell phone has to be like, let's just make life calm. Okay.
You can't go to your bag during lunch.
Nope.
You can't check your phone.
No.
We've had to write up things and send letters in to prove you weren't cheating. But we have to prove that.
Yes.
Like, it's not just assumed you weren't cheating. So please don't do any of that stuff.
Okay.
Follow your teacher's directions.
Okay. You're gonna test for a while, either 2 hours or 2.5. You're gonna have a 30-minute lunch. It is a 30-minute silent lunch in your classroom. Silent. Okay? So you have 30-minute lunch, and then you'll do your testing at the end. Okay, that's how that works. Lunch. Y'all know the lunch. You get a sandwich. You're gonna get some cookies, a chip, or some fruit, a little vegetable. You don't have a choice of milk. You're gonna get the milk you get. Okay? Your parents can't bring you lunch on this day. They can't. Oh, my mom's gonna have my lunch in the office. Nobody's gonna bring it to you. It'll sit there until 4:00. So don't do that. Have that, and don't bring a Red Bull. Don't bring.
Please don't get
Mountain
yourself pumped
Dew.
up on something.
Yeah. Okay. There's no microwave to heat up your lunch if you bring it. Okay. So you're gonna either buy lunch. Okay, and then remember, if you give them a $20 bill, all the rest of your change is gonna stay on your account. There's no change coming back. None of that. Okay. Here's the things that we're gonna provide you. We talked about this. There's gonna be emergency water. Bring your own bottle, but there'll be emergency couple of bottles of water in the hall in case you just drink yours and I don't know, whatever the case may be. Ms. Flores talked about your earplugs. She talked about your pencil. All right. Talked about all your testing accommodations, all the things that you're supposed to get. We talked about those. Then,
And you need to count. I always tally exactly how many I know.
yes.
And, then you can go, okay, I'm pretty safe.
Yes.
Because you need to walk out of there feeling good. Because you never walk out of those tests feeling
Right.
perfect.
And that's what we're going to talk about, a little testing strategy. Okay? Ms. Flores talked about tallying. That means I'm keeping up with all the ones that I have right. Highlighting your key words. Make sure you're going through eliminating answers and questions that don't mean anything. Using all of your accommodations, okay? Taking 3 passes through. The first time, just do the ones you know so you don't get frustrated. You don't want your heart to start beating. You're mad. You start sweating because you missed 3 in a row. It's okay. Do all the ones you know first. Second time, then I want you to do the ones you think you know.
Always put a question mark by
Let's
those.
get a question mark. And then the last time through, that's when you're going to do those one you're like, I put this big X on this one because I don't even know my teacher.
It's like I've never even seen that.
Ever. This is like Russian.
Don't do those to the very end,
Yeah.
guys. Because tests are psychological.
Mhm.
One time it was when I took my principal's test. I didn't know the first 10. I thought, I must be dumb.
I just went to the wrong class.
But there were 110 questions, and I got my groove on, and then I started getting some, and then, okay, I kind of narrowed this down, but I'm going to come back to it. Question mark. Oh, Lordy, I don't know that one at all. X. And then you just keep going.
Mhm.
But it builds your confidence when you do the ones you know first.
Yes.
I have seen kids focus on one question for 30 minutes. You don't have
Can't
time.
do that.
And always guess at the end on those X's. Just guess.
Yes.
Because you don't get counted off. But just save those till the end, guys, because you're going to know some on the test. Come on.
Yes.
You're going to know some. So
And
keep
someday,
going.
when you go further down, you'll realize this helped me know another one. That's why you
No,
just keep
they
going.
gave me that answer, basically.
Okay. And then just some testing things. Be mindful of distracting noise. Don't, that's going to drive the next person crazy. If you feel like you need to stretch, this is what I do because my shoulders hurt all the time. So I just kind of like put them up. But what I don't do is, ooh.
Or let the door slam.
Yes.
Or if you have a cough, like let's say I have a cough, bring some cough drops or some mints, like to suck
Yes.
on so that you be courteous
Mm-hmm.
and take care of yourself.
Yes.
And bring your water, don't forget.
Yes.
Now, if you have a coughing fit and you don't have water, come out in the hall, we'll get you
And
water.
we'll get your water there.
But I'm only buying limited water. Okay?
Yes. And then at the end, this is my last little piece right here, bubbling. Listen, your teacher's going to keep up with your time. Most people bubble along the way since this test is time. But for those of us who like to wait to the end, that's me. I'm that girl who waits until the end.
I
What
am
I
too.
want you to do is when it's 30 minutes, when your teacher says 30 minutes and she writes on the board 30 minutes, I don't care where you are in that test. I need you to go bubble. I need you to use your 2 fingers and say, A on my test, I bubble A. C on my, I bubble C. I want you to go and do that. Then, when you finish that, and if you still have some time left, now you can go back and do those 8 that you didn't do. But at 30 minutes, I need you to take your time, get it, bubble. Okay, get your stuff bubbled in that 30 minutes and then go back and kind of, do your cleanup after that. But get your stuff bubbled, okay?
And one other thing I'm going to say is your teachers, especially in English, have probably talked to you about what's going to be on the test.
Mm-hmm.
Like not what's going to be on the test, but like what
kind of writing you're
what
going to
essays.
have, what the short answer is going to kind of
And they're
look
going
like.
to probably help you get your time right on those.
Yes.
I am telling you, last year they threw some extra writings in there, and that might happen. And you are going to have to look at your test and say, okay, Miss Campbell told me I was going to have 3. Here they are, 3.
Mhm.
So I know how to.
How much time?
But if there's 4 or 5, you need to
Maybe.
really regroup, divide
Yes.
your time, and go.
Mhm.
I've had kids work on their rough draft way too long, and then they don't write it. They don't write the thing.
Right.
You've got to pace yourself, okay?
Mhm.
Just a warning that could happen.
Good. So,
After the test, you can only read or sleep after the test. You could bring pillows. You could bring a blanket that you can use after the test. Don't flip your magazine hard either. And we didn't say this, but we talked to the teachers about making sure they don't do any of these things either.
Right.
If your teacher's doing something that's irritating you,
like walking around you too many times and you feel like she's a shark.
or she's flipping her magazine too hard, or Mr. Medina's opening his drawer and closing it. I could choose Mr. Medina because he'll laugh.
Mhm.
Or one time I was taking a test and the proctor is swinging their leg like this. I was on the front row and I was like, oh my gosh, I can't see that leg swinging. And I had to ask, could you please stop swinging your leg? The point is, you can ask politely because this day is about you. So if you need to face the wall because you can't sit next to Miss Jones and you need to see nobody, ask your teacher if you could turn your desk around. Now that's something you would ask before the test starts. But you need to feel comfortable.
Yes.
And so this is the day. So let's say Miss Jones is smacking her gum. Or she's popping her gum. I'm going to raise my hand
Mhm.
and have Miss Jones come over. I'm not going to tell my partner.
Right.
Next to me.
Interesting.
I raise my hand. Miss Jones, could you not pop your gum because I can't concentrate? You're going to tell her and she's probably going to say, I'm so sorry.
Yes.
I'll get rid of my gum right now. Because the day's about you. So we want it to be good.
Yes.
That was very important. Don't ask your partner. I can tell you, if she calls me over, I'm probably going to answer as the teacher in a loud enough voice that others can hear, because I don't want anyone to ever think
I'm
that.
giving you answers.
Yeah. So like, you tell me about the gum.
Mr. Morris, you're popping your gum.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm popping my gum. I'm gonna go throw it away. But I'm probably going to say it loud enough for these to hear, or else someone might say, Miss Flores told Miss Jones the answers. So that's kind of why that's said a little bit louder. But if you have your earplugs in, you're not going to hear it anyway.
Okay.
So no talking, no going to your backpack, no getting your phone, nothing. No Kindles either.
No
A
electronics.
lot of kids want to say, can I put it on my iPad? No, you have to have a physical book. Because we could be doing a lot on electronics, let's be honest.
Library.
You may still go to the bathroom and don't write on anything after the test. Non-testers, what you need to know. I expect your best behavior. There's also no block lunch during testing. We concentrate on testers, so just know that. Everyone that goes here knows that. Your teacher will know which lunch you have. It could be different because we divide equally by the floors. And regular schedule for those not
And they also
tested.
need to check the charts, because remember, your teacher may be moved. Your class, you have Mr. Bedina, now Mr. Bedina's class in the cafeteria somewhere. You need to check the chart. Before the morning of, please.
And take a picture of it. If in doubt, I just take a picture. Then you know where you are. You don't have to worry about it. It's just a little easy. So y'all are going to do great. You've had the best teachers in the world preparing you.
Yes.
You are some of the best kids in the world.
Yes.
Do your best. So good luck. We love you a lot. Let us know if you need anything.
Bye, farmers.
Bye, farmers.